Hi, this is Shadi, and today I will be discussing two incidences. One by a high school wrestler who got ambushed by 4 guys, and the other one is a police officer against a troublemaker, in a sense. This is something that's very important to me, very crucial: self-defense, how you conduct yourself in a real-life situation. And also, this is something that I want you to watch because it is highly comforting. We often talk about not doing enough. We need to learn striking, we need to learn this, we need to add this to our grappling, etc. But this one here is to tell you that confidence is key, and to really have an iron mind in these types of situations, because this is the most important part. So first, let's start with the high school wrestler. So here, one of the kids goes into him. He immediately drops and tries to go for a double. They ambush him, all 4 of them. Obviously they can't grapple or strike. The kid manages to clear away and create distance. Here you can see he's in a lot of trouble. So one of the guys goes in, he immediately picks him up and goes for a brilliant double leg, remains standing. This is Sukui Nage rather than Morotegari. I'm gonna show another one later. There's a big pickup or a big lift or scooping throw. That's what it means. So it can be done in various ways, with the arm and one leg, lapel and one leg, or here like the double leg, and you land in a favorable position. So here he goes for a body lock takedown against one of them. He gets rid of him and immediately goes for a double leg, remains standing, never mess with a grappler. So what I wanted to say is, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, obviously he was not in his right mind. He was not focusing. If you ask him, he's probably gonna be like, it was all flu. But if I may add, Morotegari, it would be a far better choice, where you stab deep with your leg, your shoulders, your head are on the center of gravity, and you just reap away the legs. There's no big lift. You don't know who you're up against. So really reaping away the legs and breaking and collapsing the center of gravity is going to be far more energy efficient, in my opinion. Again, obviously the kid handled himself very well, but you don't know who you're up against. Now let's go to the police officer. So here, this guy is clearly taunting him, doesn't want to conform, and then he pushes him back. Let's see that again. And as he's stepping away, he blows through both legs with okuri ashi harai and lands for knee on belly. As he is stepping backwards, he's obviously not stable, and you have one leg that's lifted. So let's take a look at okuri ashi barai, and it's very I would say basic form, where you just, as they are stepping sideways, you complete the form, you slide into a foot sweep, sweeping away both legs. It means sliding foot sweep, okuri ashi barai. This is the basic form as we learn it. Sometimes we hop through multiple times across the mat in order to get it, but the way the police officer got it, it means that he has been training this religiously to the point where it became second nature. This is clearly a trained police officer against an untrained thug. So again, you're gonna be fine. I'm gonna talk about this later on. It reminds me a little bit of the Inoue setup for okuri ashi barai, where he would go forward, feinting with ko sotogari. Once they lift their leg, and then he feints as if he's going for it again, but they end up lifting their leg and doing half his job for him. Here, look, he's lifting his leg and then he blows through both feet. Very similar to the police officer. Again, this is someone that's clearly looks that he has been training for years, and he initiated it like with a blink of an eye. So very well done to the police officer, and landed with a knee on belly. I don't think he hurt the kid or the troublemaker, but at the same time, this is one of your low amplitude throws, so you can easily land controlling someone and not hurt them. So great choice of takedown. This is the thing. We often talk about, we need to do more as martial artists. I train judo. I need to add, karate or Muay Thai or Savat, or add Greco because, I only do gi and I need to train myself in no gi. The BJJ guy, he needs to do wrestling. He needs to do Muay Thai. We train like we're going to fight Conor McGregor the next day, or we're going to fight Khabib. Listen, obviously, you know, the streets are not a fun place, especially with multiple opponents, but your training sometimes, more often than not, is gonna be more than enough. Obviously, you need to be mindful of your surrounding. Don't go into a bad area knowing you're looking for trouble. No one's gonna do that. But this is something that's gonna be very rare that I talk about or say, and this is, in my opinion, it's a bit comforting. You're gonna be fine. You've spent years eating well, training, doing cardio, going to the gym, lifting weights, doing countless times randori and throws, uchikomi, drilling your double leg as a wrestler or whatever. You're gonna be the chances are someone that hasn't trained in their life but thinks they're a tough guy, and they are most likely intoxicated or just looking for trouble, or they're not mentally stable. Chances are you're gonna control them. Chances are you're gonna win. The only thing I need to say is this: be mindful of your space. I'm gonna cover Rickson Gracie's self-defense when he talks about these things, because I do believe there's a lot of value in it. And two, just keep your hands slightly up as if you're negotiating in order to protect your face. This is crucial. Wrestlers, judokas, again, chances are against the untrained thug, you're gonna be fine. So, you know, saying I need to live in an MMA camp is just not necessarily important. Obviously, training and consistent training and being healthy and being explosive and being confident, this is very important. The kid, the wrestler, he threw like a big swing in the full video. But obviously he doesn't know how to strike, but he was very confident. He was very explosive. He was very determined on surviving, and that's what got him through. Yes, the double legs, etc. They did their job, but they got back up and they attacked him. But most of all, it's his confidence. It's his will to say that, you know, attack me as much as you want. I'm going to keep going through you. I'm going to bulldoze through you. Now, obviously, like I said, you're going to survive more often than not. Obviously, there's gonna be those very low cases where you're up against like a legit criminal with a knife, or someone that's just looking to cut you and just gut you out. But again, your wrestling, your judo is gonna be more than enough. Don't think that you're gonna do all these disciplines in order to defend yourself. So this video is just to be a little bit more comforting towards those who are training, really taking self-defense into consideration. And also for the BJJ guys, this is important. Yes, your art is amazing. Your art has achieved so many things, but be confident on your own 2 feet, meaning have that 1 or 2 takedowns max that you know you're going to be comfortable performing against the untrained thug. You don't need to be a high-level wrestler. You don't need to be a judo black belt. Just have that 1 or good takedown just to be confident with your own 2 feet, because you know you need to end it and remain standing. This is the best possible scenario. So I've talked for a long time now, and if you have anything else to add, let me know down below. Keep training. Confidence is key, and mental fortitude is key. You don't need to live in an MMA camp to be enough for the untrained thug. Trust me. And if a knife hits you or something, that's, well, it happens, like I said. But you know, against someone that hasn't anything, it's an open hand fight. Chances are you're gonna be very fine. Very rarely, you know, unless you live in some slums. Again, you know, anything is possible. That's what I'm trying to say. But if you're in a good neighborhood, in a good school, chances are you're gonna be fine if you train any of these grappling arts. This was Shadi, and thank you for listening.